my back like a stone. Empty streets whisper every time I walk alone. If the night gon' take my peace, it can carve it from my bone. Cold wind cutting through my jacket as I roam. Heavy thoughts dragging on my back like a stone. Empty streets whisper every time I walk alone. If the night gon' take my peace, it can carve it from my bone. Black shoes from the rain on the cracked ground. Heart and numb beats echo with a dead sound. Eyes low, every shadow look like background. But I hear every step like a threat when I turn around. Pain stay tucked in the seams of my long coat. City full of faces but they fade when the fog float. Trust ain't real, it dissolve under strong smoke. World got teeth that survive off a calm note. Late night tension in the wind when it blow past. Thoughts run deep like a river with a cold cast. Life swing heavy but I stand where the storms blast. Never lost pace in a world tryna hold fast. Cold cutting through my jacket as I roam. Heavy thoughts dragging on my back like a stone. Empty streets whisper every time I walk alone. If the night gon' take my peace, it can carve it from my bone. Dark hood up, keep my face from the street lights. Mind on edge, every echo where the feet bites. World feel wrong, every truth got a cheap price. But I stay sharp, every move, keep my fears tight. Hands cold, but the fire in my chest warm. Life bold, but I weather every tense storm. Walk slow, but I'm built like a steel form. Never fold, even when the whole stress swarm. Concrete paths been my home since the dawn breaks. Trust broke, learn to move with my own stakes. If the dark tests me with the weight that my soul takes, I stay calm, let the world make its own shape. Hear the breeze start low, feel the night move slow. If the fear try grow, I stay cold, I stay froze. Cold wind cutting through my jacket as I roam. Heavy thoughts dragging on my back like a stone. Empty streets whisper every time I walk alone. If the night gon' take my peace, it can carve it from my bone. Walk too quiet, but the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the crowd. You talk big words, but your stance not proud. One small move and you're not allowed. Jaw locked tight when the night unfold. Nothing about me ever fits your mold. You chase quick shine, I control the cold. Power ain't hype, power stays untold. Heavy breath hang in a narrow street. Calm on my face, but my pulse concrete. You swing too wild, I don't need to compete. One slow step, knock you off your feet. Eyes don't shift when attention climb. You talk too much just to buy some time. I don't need threats, every word a crime. I break your mask in a single line. Walk too quiet, but the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the crowd. You talk big words, but your stance not proud. One small move and you're not allowed. Walk too quiet, but the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the crowd. You talk big words, but your stance not proud. One small move and you're not allowed. Hands stay steady when the scene go dark. I don't chase smoke, I ignite the spark. You track bold, but your heart too stark. I read your fear like a weather mark. Old scars pulse with a slow, sharp ache. Make me see lies before you even fake. You built too fragile for the hits you take. I stay unshaken, you built to break. Stone deep calm in a thick night air. I don't need noise, I just stand and stare. Your whole routine made to look like care. But one hard look put you under there. dance, not proud. Once more move and you're not allowed. I don't speak much, I don't need to try. Wait in my stare, make your whole crew shy. You act real bold till the real ones pry. Step in my path, watch your courage die. Go down an empty lane, calm on my chest but the world feels strained. You bark too loud that expose your brain. I move 1 inch, you rethink your chain. Dark hood low when the night feel grim. Fear don't shout, it just waste the brim. Your voice shakes off when the lights go dim. I see your pride break limb by limb. Heart breath slow like a loaded threat. I don't chase beef, I just let it set. You step too close, that's a fatal bet. I deal with facts, not internet. I don't speak much, I don't need to try. Wait in my stare, make your whole crew shy. You act real bold till the real ones pry. Step in my path, watch your courage die. Old wounds burn when the street turn black. You move too fast, that's why you crack. I stay composed, never lose my track. Your fear hit first and I just walk back. Hands don't twitch when the tension rise. Truth hit harder than the biggest lies. You fake that strength that you idolize. Real power come when the ego dies. Cold night calm in the dead end zone. You shout your threats but remain unknown. I stand too firm for you to don't say one word wrong and I set the tone. I don't speak much, I don't need to try. Wait in my stare, make your whole crew shy. You act real bold till the real ones pry. Step in my path, watch your courage die. Shadow in my hoodie, I've been moving with a dead look. Every step I take another page in my dread book. People wanna talk about the pain that they never took. I've been writing tragedies in corners that the world shook. Night got a temper and I'm standing in the thick of it. Hope like a ghost, every day I see it flickering. Trust ain't a word, it's a bond that they crippling. So I keep a low mind, hard cold, no delivering. Run from my past but it stay close. Feel it in my blood when the wind rolls. If I ever drown in my own lows, make the whole sky fall when the night frost. Rain falling on my face, I never wipe it off. Cold breath rising from my chest like I've been made of frost. Empty streets open like a grave that's never close across. If the dark gon' take my life, then let it take it, fuck the cost. Fuck the cost. With my soul bent, head full of noise like a siren in a coven. Every wrong turn that I made left a bold dent. Now I'm just a product of the scars that I won't mend. Lights in the distance but they blur quick. I see the truth but the world's sick. If the pain hit first, I don't flinch, bitch. I've been in the dark long enough to make the dark switch. Boss talk back when you live low. Tell you what you hide and what you still owe. Let the fear go.
Nightfall heavy on my shoulders. World grow colder.
my deep mind. You're tough talk, then can't hold any real grind. True cut sharp when the beat hit a line. I speak calm, let the fear get defined. Still nerves locked tight like a cage frame. Heat rise quick when you play the wrong flame. I stay cold, never chase any loud claim. Your whole squad fold when they hear my name. Grim thoughts pressed down like a stone weight. Every lie that you push got a cheap fate. You want dick, your heart in the wrong state. I stay cryptic, let your fear translate. Cold stare, dark tone, pressure in the room. Small words, big weight, feel the quiet boom. Fake threats, weak hearts, all of them assume. One line, drop, whole crowd, meet doom.
Sharp grin, low voice, you can read the intent. Every rumor you spread, never made an event. Whole vibe twist quick when my message gets sent. Yo, backbone snap, wasn't built for the descent. Hate buzz low like a wire in a dead wall. Fear crawl fast when the silence start to fall. You push loud noise, but it end with a stall. I speak one truth, then it shatter your call.
Black flame, burn slow, in my inner core. Your pride, we never stood through a real war. Pressure rise high, but it never hit the floor. I stay quiet, but the quiet hit more. Cold stare, dark tone, pressure in the room. Small words, big weight, feel the quiet boom. Fake threats, weak hearts, all of them assume. One line, drop, whole crowd, meet doom.
Steps I walk along through empty blocks. Heavy breath behind my back, I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow, it's painting halos on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must.
Ice veins, cold steps I can run through empty blocks. Every breath behind my back, I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow, it's painting halos on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must.
Mind locked up in a cage I built. Thoughts run wild like a blade that tilt. Street lights flicker when the fear gets real. And I move like a shadow that forgot how to feel. Footsteps echo in a long cold hall. Every choice that I made the night grow tall. If I fall to the floor, I'ma crawl. Cause the dark never cared who you text when you fall. Steps I walk along the empty blocks. Every breath behind my back, I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow, it's down my handles on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must. Dark dreams chase me, but I stay numb. Hear them in the walls when the night home. Life in my chest beat a slow drum. Every single breath feel like I go dumb. Been on the edge, just a long clip. Storm in my head, never calm since. Pain in my soul like a bomb tick. One wrong word and the world lives. Dead roads, no signs, just cold wind. No trust, every beat I got a bold grin. If fate won't beef, I'm a full sin. Walking through the dark to my bones in.
Night talks to me softly, tells me who I might be. If the dark don't want me, then the void will haunt me.
Ice veins, cold steps, I walk along through empty blocks. Heavy breath behind my back, I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow, pinking halos on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must.
Lines in my head started twist and bend. Voices in the ghost understand. Truth in the dark never came as a friend. I confront myself and I meet no end.
Black light pulse in the back of my skull. Thoughts flooding like a ritual pool. Veins go static when I cycle though. Heartbeat glitch, never fool, never know. Symbols in the dark from my own mistakes. Light split open like a fault line quake. Energy rise every time I break. Pain feel holy when the shadows wake.
Eyes turn white when the cold unfold. Future and past both run cold. Nothing feels real in the lies we're told. Everything cracks when the mind gets lines in my head start to twist and bend. Voices in the cold tell me don't listen. Truth in the dark never came as a friend. I confront myself and I meet no end.
Static lace burn through the hollow inside. Identity shift like a corrupted god. Shadows speak truth that the light can't hide. Every broken part still sticking amplified. Pulse jump sharp like a blade of sound. Thoughts drag low through the underground. Meaning dissolve when the fear unbound. I chase ghosts that were never found. In a voice split in a binary tone. One says run, other says atone. Silence pressed deep like I'm on a chrome. I'm not lost, just not fully grown.
Lines in my head start to twist and bend. Voices in the cold tell me don't listen. Truth in the dark never came as a friend. I come from myself and I meet no end.
Like kite, tremble in the corner of my sight. Echoes in my bloodstream, flicker in the night. True feel distant like a dying satellite. Everything I touch turned devoid of light.
Sharp pulse shift when the symbols rise. Patterns in the void, hide behind disguise. Memory glitch out, sever all ties. I step through thoughts like 1,000 eyes.
Cold static carve runes in my brain. Each failed loop bring a deeper strain. Reality bend under unseen pain. Now they code lies that the shadows maintain. Dust of the past float in dead air. Ghost like logic coil in a snare. Nothing feels real when the lines impair. I breathe in dread, exhale despair.
Black cold tremble in the corner of my sight. Echoes in my bloodstream, flicker in the night. Truth feel distant like a dying satellite. Everything I touch turned devoid of light. Wires in my chest, I'm a silent hymn. Edges of the void, blurred, dark and dim. Old form split at the mental brim. Fragments of self drift limb by limb.
Silence descend like a broken spell. Data unravel, illusions fail. Every truth wound that I couldn't quell turned to a scar only I can tell. Veins vibrate with a hidden command. Shadows rewrite what I understand. Nothing in the dark ever goes as planned. Yet I stay rooted, mind a man.
Black cold
bitch, you can't come back. Crack my skull just to clear the noise. I run flat, but I kill the boys. Static in my thoughts like a broken voice. Pull the plug now, I don't need a choice.
Mind break open when the screen flash white. I don't chase fear, I convert it to spite. Shadows crawling when I kill the light. I dissolve myself just to reignite.
Sugar slip out when the stress overflow. You run from truth but nowhere to go. I peel back layers you don't wanna show. I turn raw chaos into violent glow. Drift through noise like a phantom spark. I don't fear pain, I evolve from dark. When the world malfunction and misses mark, I rise from the static like a fractured dog. Crack my skull just to clear the noise. I run flat, but I kill the boys. Static in my thoughts like a broken voice. Pull the plug now, I don't need a choice.
I walk too steady for a man to test. Calm in my tone, but I speak direct. You step in my way, I take that as disrespect. One short move and your whole crew check. Heavy in my stance like a shut steel door. Talk real low but it cut to the core. You puff your chest but you not built for war. I see your bluff, I'm a mile or more. Cold smoke rise when I breathe at night. I don't lose frame when the fear ignite. Hands don't twitch when you talk about fight. You strike with noise, I strike with sight. Face don't shift when you raise that tone. Pressure don't faze me, I stand like stone. Say what you want but the truth well known. I walk too real, you walk alone. You walk alone, walk alone. I walk too steady for a man to test. Calm in my tone, but I speak direct. You step in my way, I take that as disrespect. One short move and your whole crew check. I walk too steady for a man to test. Calm in my tone, but I speak direct. You step in my way, I take that as disrespect. One short move and your whole crew check. Black coat drag on the crack cement. Lines on my face say what I meant. You tried too hard with your loud intent, but nothing you start ever leave a dent. Slow heartbeat in a quiet street. You try step up but retreat on repeat. Real ones know when a man's too elite. My silence alone knock you off your feet. Chill in my chest like a frostbite cold. Every long step put me in that mode. You look too light in my heavy load. I stand firm, that's the street I roll. Street I roll, street I roll, street I roll. Calm in my tone, but I speak direct. You step in my way, I take that as disrespect. One short move and your whole crew check. Hey, your whole crew check. Hey, your whole crew check.
Glitch in my heartbeat, break the design. Shadows in the code, twisting the mind. Nothing in the void ever stays benign. Truth cut deeper than a crooked line.
Black static drip from a hollow thought. Memories corrupt every time they saw it. Pulse turn sharp when the lines get caught. Life feel coded in a loop I never bought. Cold hum climb through a fractured chest. Shapes in the dark never let me rest. Meaning collapse when the mind compress. Silence hit harder than the fear address. Binary ghosts crawl under my skin. Logic distort where the doubts begin. I tried to wake up from the state I'm in, but the noise keep pulling, dragging me thin.
My heartbeat, break the design. Shadows in the code, twisting the mind. Nothing in the void ever stays benign. Truth cut deeper than a crooked line. Yeah, wires in my veins, humming dead refrain. Old guys hide in the digital domain. I see the marks in the mental stain. Every new thought feel preordained. Static cascade through a broken mind. Each nightmare loop perfect aligned. I try to escape with the dark
mark a sign, but the core of myself stays undefined. True slips slow like a dying spark. I breathe in dread from a formless dark. Nothing inside ever leave a mark. Cause my soul drift out, cold bark.
Glitch in my heartbeat, break the design. Shadows in the code, twisting the mind. Nothing in the void ever stays benign. Truth cut deeper than a crooked line.
I walk too steady for your fear to hide. Calm in my tone, but I cut your pride. One small glance, put you off your stride. You talk big now, but you won't outside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Heartbreak leak through the frozen air. I don't show rage, I just stand and stare. You speak on strength, but you unaware. Real men quiet when the room need care. Long coat sweep like a one insane. You push too quick, now you cross that line. Your words too cheap, they don't age like mine. I don't chase fame, I refine my spine. Silence grow thick when I shift my weight. I move too slow, but if it inflate, you try that bold, but it come too late. I break your plans with a single trait.
I walk too steady for your fear to hide. Calm in my tone, but I cut your pride. One small glance put you off your stride. You talk big now, but you won't outside.
Night don't move when I take my stance. Pressure in the air, make your crew full chance. You be too loud when I advance. I don't need threats, just a single glance. Old scars hum when the tension rise. Show me the truth behind disguise. You talk too slick, but just been realized. I watch you break through your own reprise. Street don't trust what you fabricate. Every fake tough guy self-inflate. I don't do noise, I don't debate. I show up once and recalibrate.
I walk too steady for your fear to hide. Calm in my tone, but I cut your pride. One small glance put you off your stride. You talk big now, but you won't outside.
Violent when I breathe that smoke. Streets fall quiet when my name gets spoke. Calm in my step, but the tension provoke. Say the wrong word and the whole thing broke. Weight in my tone, make your heartbeat stall. I don't raise voice, I don't need that call. One short glance, make a big man small. Power too real, I don't act at all. Stealing my frame like a lockdown gate. Never lose pace, I define my fate. Pressure in the air when I elevate. Every move slow, but the impact great. Hands stay steady when the danger near. I don't show panic, I don't taste fear. Step too close and you disappear. Speak one time and the message clear. Bass hit violent when I breathe that smoke. Streets fall quiet when my name gets spoke. Calm in my step, but the tension provoke. Say the wrong word and the whole thing broke. Bones don't shake when the bassline drop. I don't rush moves, I prefer to stop. Heavy on the ground like a cast down prop. I walk too solid for the weak to top. Dark thoughts march in a steady row. I don't show pain, I don't let it show. Every cold vibe and my voice might glow, but inside my chest it's a blackout flow. Street born focus in a sharpened tone. I don't need hype when I stand alone. Robbers fall back when the truth get known. My silence itself would have cracked your bone. Ay. Bass hit violent when I breathe that smoke. Street fall quiet when my name gets spoke. Calm in my step, but the tension provoke. Say the wrong word and the whole thing broke.
Love again.
I creep through the streets. Low voice lurk with the bass and the beats. You talk big, but you fold when it heats. I don't say much, but I'm known in the deeps. Cowbell smack when I creep through the streets. Low voice lurk with the bass and the beats. You talk big, but you fold when it heats. I don't say much, but I'm known in the deeps. Slide through the dark with a blade on my waist. Cold in my eyes, no fear in my face. You rushing quick, get dropped with no trace. I move too sharp, never fall in the chase. Footsteps selling when I stalk on the back row. One quick glance, make your whole body crack cold. You ain't built for the life that the night holds. I've been running these blocks as my mind old. Bass hit thick, make your chest cave in. Cowbell bounce like a fight in the wind. Match stay low, I don't need to pretend. You came with a mouth, but you leave with an end. Cowbell smack when I creep through the streets. Low voice lurk with the bass and the beats. You talk big, but you fold when it heats. I don't say much, but I'm known in the deeps. Cowbell smack when I creep through the streets. Low voice lurk with the bass and the beats. You talk big, but you fold when it heats. I don't say much, but I'm known in the deeps. Sharp steps, quick breath, don't stall much. Your crew freeze when they feel my touch. Fake tough talk never mean that much. One sound wrong and the night get crushed. I stay clean when the scene get messy. Your fears show quick and your steps get heavy. You run too slow when my hands stay ready. I walk through the smoke like the vibe too steady. Dark green hide in the shade by the street light. Cold voice whisper send chills through the midnight. You step too close but your stance ain't right. I break cold legals when the cowbell strike. Cowbell smack when I creep through the streets. Low voice lurk with the bass and the beats. You talk big but you fold when it heats. I don't say much but I'm known in the deeps. I don't say much but I'm known in the deeps.
City got a hum that you hear when you stand still. Life got a way that you feel when your hands chill. Pain never leave, it just settle in and stand still. So I walk slow, let him fade, do what fate will. Eyes half open, but I see through the whole scene. Everything feel distant like a bad dream. Thoughts too heavy for a light thing. Cold heart beating to a dark scheme.
Hood up, I move quiet through the street. Shadows crawl behind my back like they've been tracking every beat. Heavy thoughts inside my coat, I let them drag me underneath. If the darkness want my time, I give it all, I let it eat.
Step slow, every echo feel like ghost talk. Mind roam, every time feel like a cold walk. Paint show, every scar got a vulture. Night glow, but the street's still a stone vault.
I don't trust stars when they watch long. World full of fakes tryna act strong. Heart stay numb like a dead gone. Life hit hard but I stay on. Voices in my head say move low. Wind in my face say don't show. Hit a word I push, I don't go. Stand like a wall in a deep snow.
Hear the night breathe slow. Feel the cold take hold. Hear the dark get bold. I don't fold.
Cold night, hood up, I move quiet through the street. Shadows crawl behind my back like they've been tracking every beat. Heavy thoughts inside my coat, I let them drag me underneath. If the darkness want my time, I give it all, I let it eat. All I let it eat. All I let it eat. All I let it eat.
Basic brutal when I step inside. Pressure on my name, nowhere to hide. Silence in my walk speak more than pride.
won't survive. If I look once, you won't survive. Cold veins rumble like a loaded drum. Every word sharp, make your heart be numb. Power in my stance where the shadows from. I don't need hype, I let outcomes come. Heavy in my breath like a steel cut tone. Everything I built on my own. I stand too firm, you break to the bone. This ain't no talk, this a danger zone. Dark in my eyes, but the vision clear. Fear in the room when my presence near. Respect ain't given, it's carved from fear. And I hold that weight like a pioneer. Bass it brutal when I step inside. Pressure on my name, nowhere to hide. Silence in my walk, speak more than pride. If I look once, you won't survive. If I look once, you won't survive. I move with force like a storm contained. Come on the face, but the core and tame. Every new threat get overclaimed. Nothing you say can touch my frame. Big steps echo in a concrete hall. I don't ever bend too hard to fall. When I speak truth, this sound like a call. My voice alone make the whole block stall. Baseline growl like a hunting beast. Danger in the tone when the sound release. Power in the quiet, that's where I feast. I'm the type to rise when the night increase. Bass it brutal when I step inside. Pressure on my name, nowhere to hide. Silence in my walk, speak more than pride. If I look once, you won't survive.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it erupt. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up. Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Dark thoughts spin like a rotary blade. Head full of noise like a war parade. I've been chasing madness through a steel brigade. Iron in my lungs from the nights I stayed. Heavy like a hammer when the bassline bursts. Breaking every limit like the planet reverse. Pulse go red when the chaos emerges. Channel every demon that the world disperses. Cyber core burn through the back of my mind.
Fracture reality.
Glitch in design. Every little fear I consume, refine. Turn it raw rage into fuel of mine.
Tear down everything you built in your head. Grind it to dust, leave the whole world dead.
System failure, system
I
failure.
feel the pressure in my veins, let it It's still in my bloodstream, mind tore up. Voices in the static tell me rise up.
Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Chrome bones rattle when the beat engage. Circuit in my pulse like a digital rage. Break through steel with a mental gauge. I'm the main glitch in your program page.
Ritual scars in the code I speak. Bass it heavy like a war technique. Eyes go white when the force peak. Every other threat that you make too weak.
Fractured soul where the voltage strikes. Sparks in my chest when the drums ignite. Turn that fear into raw birthright. Unleash chaos when the world unites.
Break!
Corruption rising.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it erupt, up. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up.
Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who will burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take that turn. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who will burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One
chest, but my face stay numb. You talk real wide, but your voice sound dumb. Power ain't loud, it's the way you come. I move too calm for a man to overcome. Heavy coat drag where the street lights die. Truth in my tone make the weak comply. You show your fear when you justify. I see right through every crafted lie. Hands don't tremble in a heated zone. My type of pressure you can't postpone. I don't throw fists just to claim my throne. My silence alone make your back on pro.
Steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who will burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take that turn. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who will burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take that turn.
Take that time! Streets grow darker when I hold my ground. You act so tough till the truth unwound. Fear in your breath make a muffled sound. Even your crew don't stay around. Y'all stay locked when the tension hit. I don't need hype, I don't need to commit. Every fake threat that you try to transmit fall apart fast, you just counterfeit. All nights forge me in golden ways. I don't forget what the street could pays. You try to stay bold in a losing phase. I shut you down in a single phrase.
Steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who will burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take that turn.
Take that turn!
Static in my bloodstream, coil like a chain. Faces in the dark whisper through my brain. Truth feel broken, carved into my vein. Nothing left inside but a code is strained.
Sharp lines cut deep in a mental fold. Thoughts turn cold when the signals mold. Black noise on where my fears took hold. Silence in my chest worth more than gold. Vague form shift in the back of my sight. Echoes of a code in the dead of night. Everything warped when the pulse ignite. I wear my dread like a second sight.
Rust thoughts drip like a toxic stream. World fall apart in a fever dream. Nothing makes sense but the hidden scheme. I chase myself through a static beam. Static in my bloodstream, coil like a chain. Static in my bloodstream, coil like a chain.
Dust in my lungs from the thoughts I keep. Wires in my blood twist while I sleep. Secrets in the void dig dark and deep. I lose myself but the truth still seep. Bit drop bloom in the cracks of my mind. Old patterns shift and rewind. Time dissolve in a loop design. I'm half alive, half undefined. Echo commands crawl under my skin. Voices in the hum, whisper begin. Every new fear feel woven in. I stand alone at the threshold then.
Static in my bloodstream, coil like a train. Static in my bloodstream, coil like a train. Static in my chest, turn the world unseen. Shadows in the dead, I paint my mind unclean. Truth feels shallow like a cat too clean. Nothing in my soul ever stay between. Cold thoughts click like a broken key. Every new glitch feel designed for me. Eyes go wild when the lines disagree. Can't trust light, it don't shine steady. Echo in the void where my pulse once lived. Dark sink drain everything I give. Patterns in the dark tell me what's primitive. Circles in the soul that refuse to forgive. Mind split thin like a corrupted file. Voices in the static talking hostile. I drop out. I stare at the noise, been here a while. Static in my chest, turn the world unseen. Shadows in the dead, I paint my mind unclean. Truth feels shallow like a cut too clean. Nothing in my soul ever stayed between. Glass start warp when the tension rise. Everything fake when you close your eyes. Flesh turn cold from the old reprise. Energy collapse under hidden ties. Veins buzz low like an ancient code. My reflection glitch, can't reload. Silence rings sharp like a system ode. I exist in a state where the edges erode. Memory dissolve like a dying spark. Heartbeat slow in a temple dark. Void open wide like a ritual mark. I don't need light, I become the dark. Static in my chest, turn the world unseen. Shadows in the dead, I paint my mind unclean. Truth feels shallow like a cut too clean. Nothing in my soul ever stayed between. Static in my bloodstream, wires in my head. Echo of a lifetime I already shed. Circles in my mind spin black, half dead. I don't fear darkness, I feel what I bred. Pulse skip twice when the code unfold. Thoughts turn glitch when the nights get cold. Truth feel heavy but the lies get sold. Every new path just loops back old. Ghosts in the machine whisper through my skin. Doors in my brain open from within. Cycle after cycle, never know where it begins. Heartbeat loud like a ritual of sin. Light been strange in the corner of my sight. Shadows form shapes when I kill the light. Living in a loop where the wrong feels right. Mind locked tight like a sealed by fight. Static in my bloodstream, wires in my head. Echo of a lifetime I already shed. Circles in my mind spin black, half dead. I don't fear darkness, I feel what I bred. Core run dry when the thoughts overheat. Noise in my chest like a broken heartbeat. Faith turn hollow when the doubts compete. Nothing left to follow, what truth obsolete. Twitch in my nerves like a glitch in design. World feel fake, just a fragile outline. Step into the void where the stars realign. Find my own voice in a state of divine. Dark hole hum deep like a ritual chant. Strength in the pain that the weak recant. What I became, even fear can't grant. I exist outside everything they implant. Static in my bloodstream, wires in my head. Echo of a lifetime I already shed. Circles in my mind spin black, half dead. I don't fear darkness, I feel what I bred. Hey.
My step when I walk through smoke. Bass hit deep, make the whole block choke. Pressure on my name, but I never broke. Say one word, that's the final stroke. Dark in my breath like a winter night. Calm in my tone, but I still ignite. Hands stay clean, but the vibe ain't light. If I move once, you lose that fight. Blood runs slow, but the mind stays sharp. Silence hit harder than the dog that bark. I don't need shine when I own the dark. Shadow alone, leave a burning mark. Heavy in my frame like a built-up weight. Never move fast, but I still dictate. Everything yours, I can confiscate. One cold step, put you out of state. Mama, that crush it. One cold step, put you out of state. Still in my step when I walk through smoke. Bass hit deep, make the whole block choke. Pressure on my name, but I never broke. Say one word, that's the final stroke. Voice too low, but it sound like law. Fear in your chest when you sense my draw.
pushing off. How quick you fall when you see that flaw. Streets don't sleep when the baseline crack. Every loud hit feel like a sneak attack. I don't play bluff, I don't hold slack. I move so real you can't walk back. I don't need hype, just a heavy tone. 808 shake like it break your bone. Step in my path and you stand alone. I claim that space like a carved out throne.
Block choke, pressure on my name but I never broke. Say one word, that's the final stroke.